Hey everyone, today is November 4th, 2024, and I want to do a quick video here. This is a theme I've been following for the past few weeks, and I've actually kind of noticed it before that, but I'm kind of just putting it all together here. In the last few days, I found something super interesting that it's starting to connect everything together, and since it's right before the election, there's something at the end here that's kind of a big payoff for this, so stick around and I'll show you what that is. But this is a scene right here from Back to the Future Part 2. And this is when Marty arrives in 2015, right? And there's the interactive Jaws movie advertisement. And this is what I found just a few days ago. This is from the Michigan Public Health Act of 1978. And this is the part 166 on dentistry. Okay, and just to read you what the practice of dentistry is here defined, it means the diagnosis, treatment, prescription, or operation for a disease, pain, deformity, deficiency, injury, or physical condition of the human tooth, teeth, alveolar process, gums, or jaws. I'm going to stop there, right? Jaws, teeth, gums, or jaws. Right, and when Marty, he arrives in 2015 in the future with Doc, one of the first things he sees is this Jaws movie advertisement, and then right as they show it, they actually show Jaws' teeth, right, teeth around Marty. Okay, now the other part of this tooth theme is a fly theme, okay, and we're going to get to that in a second here. Okay, but first we're going to look at Back to the Future Part 3. Right when Marty arrives at the saloon, after he shows up in 1885, when he meets Mad Dog Tannen and his gang, one of the first things they point out is his pearly white teeth, right? And I have to go back and watch Back to the Future Part 1 to see if I can pick up on any tooth references. But definitely in Back to the Future 2 and 3, right when they arrive at their destination time, in the future and in the past here, the first thing there's a reference to is teeth. Okay. Now the next part here, another tooth reference, and tooth and fly, is the movie A Little Shop of Horrors. Okay. And in this movie, Steve Martin, one of the antagonists, besides the plant, Steve Martin is a dentist. And the plant is actually a Venus flytrap, right? And, he actually ends up, eating a bunch of people, but, one of the antagonists for Seymour is the dentist, right? The love interest of Seymour is between the dentist and himself, the woman, and her name is Audrey, and this is Audrey 2. So just another fly theme, right? We have Marty McFly with his teeth, the dentist with the Venus flytrap. And this is actually the movie The Fly, and with Jeff Goldblum, and this is the very first part of the movie where he starts to turn into the fly, and he goes into the bathroom and he looks in the mirror, and the first thing that happens is teeth start to fall out. So another reference to The Fly, right? With the tooth reference. Now this is where the 166 is going to start showing up here with the tooth and the dentistry part, the part 166 of the Michigan Public Health Code of 1978. Okay, so think about this. This is from Matthew 13:42. And shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Right? There's a bunch of references in the Bible to the gnashing of teeth. Okay? This isn't the only one. Like I said, there's a bunch of them. I'm not going to go through them all, but we're just going to use this reference for now because this has to do with, right, 166 dentistry And if we go look at the 2020 Nashville bombing, the address was 166, right? And the gnashing of the teeth, the Nashville bombing, right? And they even have a CCTV footage of like the explosion, like the fire, okay? And it was on December 25th, 2020, right? December 25th, Christmas, and, we're told, Christ was born on Christmas, and the word Jesus appears 983 times in the Bible, and 983 is the 166th prime, right? Okay, gone through that before. But here's the gnashing of the teeth. 166, Nashville bombing. Okay, and there's more to this. It was at an AT&T network facility, telecommunications. There's more to this, but for now, we'll just stick with the, the gnashing of the teeth theme and the 166 as to a dentistry. Okay, let's go back to our slides here. Now, some of you might have seen this movie. It's called Django Unchained, right? And the bounty hunter, played by Christopher Waltz, he frees Jamie Foxx's character, Django, right? And we have Michael J. Fox is our actor in Back to the Future, and Jamie Foxx is our freed slave in Django Unchained, and he's freed by a dentist, and his little wagon has this tooth on the top, right? And there's a scene in this movie where they're being chased by the Ku Klux Klan, and so their plan to ambush them is they fill the tooth on top of the wagon with dynamite, right? And they explode it, right? Just like the Nashville bombing, right? The tooth explosion, the 166, okay? And they take out the Ku Klux Klan. Okay, and then the rest of the movie is, it's all about Django. He's getting revenge on all the people that, enslaved him and separated him from his wife. Now here's the cool part. If we look at the date of the Nashville bombing, like I said, it's 12/25/2020. And the release date of the movie Django Unchained was 12/25/2012, right? So the Nashville bombing was on the 8-year anniversary of the bombing in the Django Unchained with the tooth, which all goes back to the Michigan Public Health Act, Part 166, dentistry. And our Venus flytrap, okay? Now here's the other part here. When you look at this movie, it has a pretty interesting connection. Like we have Jamie Foxx, of course we have Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future, Christoph Waltz, right? And the Democratic vice president nominee is Waltz, or Walls, right? Really close. And then Kerry Washington, Django's wife, Washington, like, like like Washington, D.C., of Leonardo DiCaprio, Leo, like the lion, right? Marty lives in Lion Estates. But it's just crazy how this all comes together with the tooth theme. Okay, so like I said, today, one day before the election, I saw this story come out this afternoon. Donald Trump would push to remove cavity-fighting fluoride from the drinking water. There's 3 different stories about fluoride. Of course, fluoride is related to your teeth. So there it is, guys. I'll have to go back and check out Back to the Future, the original Part 1, and see if I can find any tooth connections. But pretty interesting stuff here. Okay, guys, thanks for watching.